Representative Winningham, you're recognized.
I assume you're going to recognize his role. I won't make any motion on it, but I would. You've talked to the crowd a great deal today, and I don't know what the language of the bill is. I don't know where you're going, actually. I'm trying to understand and follow you, but I would suggest that roll the bill or take it off notice, put it back on notice when you get the language that you want. You share it with the chairman and each member of this committee, a week or something prior to having it on the calendar. But you also give a copy to Dr. Carr, Mr. Huffman, so they can have it in advance as well. And enclose your phone number and email address so they can communicate with you on the thing and try to get the language worked out prior to it being back on the calendar. That's the request to you, Representative Hardaway.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, if I may.
You recognize.
And of course, I recognize the need to make sure that all of my friends are kept informed, and they'll be informed not only at the end, but I'll be communicating with all of them, not just with individuals, but everyone will be kept up to date on language, on the communications that I have with others, anything that I think is important, because that's my
request to you is to communicate with them, and then when it's back on the calendar, we'll take it back up.
Chairman Winningham, I have to disagree with you on one thing.
You're not in a disagreeing position at this point in time.
Well, let me disagree with you on one thing, Chairman. I don't think it's necessary for me to share my phone number or email with them. Everyone has it.
I agree, and time is running out. Sure. Finance Committee is going to be in here in a minute, and we have several other bills. Representative Town wants to speak, and let's move along.
Mr. Towns, you're recognized. Representative Hardaway, 3-week roll, is that good?
That's fine.
He didn't take it off notice. Did the chairman take it off notice? No. Not off
notice. No. What I'm saying, you can take it off notice, put it back on when you get ready. That way, it can be a 2-week, it can be a 3-week, it can be a 4-week. It's up to you.
What's your request?
Mr. Chairman, I would request that the bill be rolled for 3 weeks.
Okay. Without objection, the bill's rolled 3 weeks. And I just want to take the opportunity to say, of all the communication I've received, it's been pleasant, it's been positive, and it's been a positive reflection on the homeschool community, and I appreciate the response. And without objection,
Representative Coley.
Excuse me, you recognize Representative Coley.
And I would just like to remind Representative Hardaway they also have my email address and my telephone number and everybody at this committee. And I have enjoyed your correspondence as well, and I appreciate your diplomatic nature with this, Representative Hardaway.
Thank you, sir.
You recognize.
Mr. Hardaway, they also have mine. The only thing I'd like to say is I always encourage communication. We all encourage communication. All I can ask is that if this is prepared far enough in advance with enough of the correct information on it, it could save all of us and our secretaries considerable time and effort if it was done with enough forethought and communication. All I'm asking is that, hey, this is great. We've gotten where we need to be today. It's been rolled. But I would just say in the future, we need to really look when something is almost to the point of being disruptive to our schedules and our normal ability to carry on legislation.
You recognize Representative Towns.
Mr. Chairman, now they have my phone number and my email as well. But now let me emphatically stress that doesn't bother me. All right, on some issues, that's what this democratic process is all about. People are going to weigh in, and it's a good thing sometimes. It tests us because we only have a few amount of resources and a few amount of hours to deal with it. But there are going to be other issues, the same thing, and I always welcome the opportunity to hear from the people at any point in time. But by the same token, when it comes to me voting, I'm going to vote on what I think is going to be the fairest thing for all, or the majority of the citizens that I'm trying to represent. But I say wear the email and wear the phones out. That's what it's all about. Wear it out.
The bills roll 3 weeks. And Representative Winningham, you're recognized on House Bill
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
485.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee.